This is Amy Bamey and my research proposal presentation for Teal 6545, Dr. Robertson, Summer 2020. My research proposal is on art and reading and how does combining art analysis with writing help influence reading scores for first grade. John Dewey said, "Give the pupils something to do, not something to learn, and the doing is of such a nature as to demand thinking. Learning naturally results." When you're dealing with art integration, this theory of using art to create a natural learning process comes into play. Art analysis and visual learning helps the students to notice things in a different way, and it also creates great discussions that can be active and inclusive. Even the shy kids will discuss art at a table setting, and then as they get more brave, they'll join the classroom discussions later on in the year. When you integrate writing with the art, it also creates another connection between the cores. My literature review revealed three themes: arts integration and curriculum, and then arts integration and reading. So the arts integration is, as Dewey said, it's like a holistic way of teaching. They want to decompartmentalize the learning. They want to go from having everything as here's your math, here's your reading, here's your science. They want to create bridges through that and have a natural flow for learning. This natural flow, by using the arts, creates a deeper connection to the curriculum. They're able to notice things. They're able to make connections from one discipline to another. And then when you go down further, arts integration and reading, you take those deeper connections that they've made by noticing something visually, and they're able to apply it to the written text. And the students will be able to make parallels across the curriculums. This brings me to my research question. How does combining art analysis with writing about the analysis influence students' reading scores? And I have to talk about this really quick. These are my cute little first grade students' artwork that they did. The original picture was more like this. It had just pictures in it, but as Dewey said, that the doing is a natural, it's like a gateway drug to learning. So the students started incorporating their text and their numbers into their artwork. So you could see these connections being made and the bridges being formed. So the setting is Fox Hollow Elementary School. I'm a Beverly Taylor Sorensen Arts Specialist, and we have close to 1,000 students, which is down from what we split. We were at 1,200 students. And the class that I chose is first grade French English Immersion. There's approximately 60 students. It's split up into two classes. And the reason I chose that was the first grade English part of that had voiced her concerns about the low reading scores for their class. There were about half below grade level. And we wanted to work together to find a way to help these students raise their reading so that they could get back on grade level. She's going to aid me in the research by using the techniques and skills that I teach during my class weekly during reading time in their classroom, and so they'll be able to practice those skills once a day. I'm going to be collecting student journals, my research journal, and we'll have reading test scores from the end of last year that will be used as a start point for the beginning of this year, and reading analysis from the classroom teacher. So we're going to be using the pictures that they draw and the journals they write in and the discussions that they have in class. And the data complements each other by adding up to a central conclusion. And the conclusion is that art is going to help the students notice things in a different way. But my research question is, how is that noticing going to, will it affect their test scores? The journals will be observed weekly. and comparisons to the previous week's writing will be noted in my research journal, and the test scores and reading analysis will be compared at the end of the project. The limitations that I have are the time with the students. I only see them for 30 minutes once a week, which in my opinion is not enough time to dive deep into teaching students a skill. And that's why it's important that the classroom teacher has offered her help in letting the students practice that skill once a week or once a day during the week. So in conclusion, integrating the arts into the other subjects is a great way to engage students. I rarely have behavioral issues in my class because the students are involved in doing something, and by nature of that, they're learning. The thing that I would like to do is I would like to find the best methods of incorporating art with writing to help students who are developing readers. How can we use arts to engage students and create lessons that are more memorable and include transferable skills? In my opinion, if we can understand the best use of art in the lessons, we can help the teachers enjoy teaching, the students will be learning naturally, and the test scores will be influenced, hopefully for the better. But it is really important that we continue to research the best methods for using art. We need to find out what is working so that we can share that and help the students learn in a fun way that is memorable. So sharing my research. Like I said, I'm a member of the BTS, and we meet once a month during the school year where we share our notes and our lesson plans and talk about things that have been working and things that are not. The Beverly Taylor Sorensen Artworks for Kids learning program is all throughout the state, and so if we can find some things that are working, we will be able to affect schools across the state with this research. Classroom teachers, because they are the ones that need it, if they can find a way to have the kids love learning and them enjoy teaching it, the byproduct is going to be test scores are going to be influenced. Administration, because they're the ones that will be able to help get the word out. Resource, they're already dealing with the students that are struggling, and if we can find a method that works so that it speaks to them and they are able to work on getting better. And ESL, that one is great because visuals, you don't need a translation and you don't need to know how to read English as you're looking at a picture, but it also helps to bridge a gap between their language and learning language. So arts integration is really important, and learning the best methods to help the students is what I would like to do. Thanks.